What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you are having a beautifully phenomenal day. And we are back at another Pick a Card readings. I have my cards here. I've got my Oracle decks that I want to use today. I may close this window, but we'll find out later. As long as we're going on, you can hear the cars driving by. Everything is speaking. Alright, guys. So this is going to be a pick a card in regards to your career, what it is that you need to do to help bring in what it is that you're trying to manifest in regards to your career, and or if you don't want to take it in the forms of career, it is into the forms of your monies that you're currently getting, not getting, or trying to manifest. Alright, guys, I don't know, that was a lot, but we'll go with it. So with that being said, let's get into it. I'm going to shuffle a bit here and, yeah, find out what's good for you. Alright, Source, what does a collective need to know about career, their money, their manifestations, the things they're trying to bring in regards to what one feels is their own wealth? What is it that the collective needs to know? Source, please speak through these cards, speak through us today. Help these find the hearts and expand their hearts, those that need to hear it. How can we help them today? Piles 1, 2, and 3, Source. 1, 2, and 3. What does pile 1 need to know in regards to money? What does pile 1 need to know in regards to money? Okay, so this card's trying to come out. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Actually, I have more room today. What does pile 2 need to know in regards to their money, Source? Okay. And this one wants to come out with it, so I'm going to take it. What does pile number 3 need to know in regards to their money? What does pile 3 need to know in regards to their money? What does pile number 3 need to know in regards to their money, Source? Okay, whoa, your guys' card is flipping all over the place here. Okay, what else does pile number 1 need to know, Source? Okay. And pile number 2. What does pile number 2 need to know, Source? What does pile number 2 need to know? What else do they need to know? Okay, thank you. And pile number 3. Alright. Thank you. And pile number 1. What else do they need to know in regards to their monies? Okay. And pile number 3. What else do they need to know? Whoa, okay. So these two want to come out. There's purpose for everything. Okay. Pile number 1, Source. Do they need to know in regards to their money? Pile number 1, Source. In regards to career, what does pile number 1 need to know? Okay. So you guys got the Knight of Wands in the upright. Pile number 2, what do they need to know? Okay. You guys got the 2 of Cups in the upright. And pile number 3. What else? Well, they keep yelling at me that it's this one, so I'm going to take it. Not yelling, but, you know, the 4 of Swords in the upright. Okay. Alright, guys. So we're going to take a minute, take a couple of deep breaths, close your eyes, pause the video, and after you take a couple deep breaths, come back and choose the pile that you resonate with or that you feel drawn towards. Okay, this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay. back in their order. Alright, we'll get into this. What's going on with money and career? The 5 of Wands in the reverse, okay? The 3 of Swords, and also in the reverse. And the 5 of Coin in the upright. Okay. So what's going on? Well, here's the deal, pile one. You have a lot of passion for whatever it is that you're doing. You have a lot of passion for it, and you're stable in your monies and in appearance. That's the thing. This is an appearance. However, you still struggle with not feeling like you have enough. And you have a passion that you keep secret to yourself. This is very specific for some of you, but you have a passion that you keep very specific and secret to yourself. And you wish that there was a way to be successful in it, but you just don't feel like it is. And so you kind of overwhelm yourself with whatever it is that you currently do. Part of the reason why you work so much, or in the manner that you work, so some of you guys are really working a lot of hours, and others of you, you guys just, when you're at work, that's like, it's not even about presence. It's almost like you overload yourself at work to prove a point that you are a hard worker, that you are worthy, that you are capable. Okay? There's a lot of change that's needed in order for you to bring in the success that you want and to find stability in a place that's creative. Because right now you don't feel very creative. You feel stuck, but you feel like you're ready to change in a way. However, with this card over here, the 5 of Wands, it's showing me that you don't want to change. It's like a refusal to do something different. And so I feel like with this 3 of Swords here, see, in the reverse, this is being defeated by somebody that isn't worth your time. Okay, it's showing me that you're kind of letting people determine what it is that you are going to be doing moving forward. I feel like you're hearing inspirations, and as soon as the inspiration comes in, you tell somebody about that inspiration, and then it's almost as if they bring into you this negativity and this fear of their own, saying like, well, how could they think of that outside of me? This is somebody outside of yourself that you're allowing to dictate the path that you're on. And you don't want to change. It's because I feel like you really care about this person. And to think that they might not have the best interest for you, that's hard. I feel like you struggle with that a lot, because it's like, well, I'm going to find something that they encourage me to do. Like, they'll just one day come out of the closet and be like, hey, you know what, pile one, I'm so proud of you. I think you're doing amazing. I think you're working hard. And I just want to say I'm proud of you for taking that next step. But the problem that we have here is you're mirroring that, and they don't want to change. They don't want to change. I'm sorry, I don't laugh. It's just why I giggle is because it's like how much of the time we really feel like it's somebody else's fault, and we work really hard for this other person to see who we are. And what Source is saying is like, your coin is being affected by that, but you have an opportunity to allow yourself to see this from a different place. And with that, it's going to bring you into exactly what you want, stability, but you have to make boundaries. You're entrapping, like you have encapsulated yourself in this place of entrapment, and you're not wanting to listen to those inspirations. Like I said, you keep this idea very secretive to yourself, and that's where you need to go. But you have to learn first how to set very solid boundaries for your own protection. It's nice to have somebody in your corner that says you're doing a good job, pile one. It's really nice to have that. Yet, at the same time, if we're not getting that, we need to also see it from a higher perspective and saying that not everybody is going to be as excited about this as you are, because it means that if you become happy doing something that you love, as sad as this is, it's going to highlight for them the things that they're not doing in their own life. And that is really hard for a lot of people, because we end up in these bonds with people thinking that we have to impress them just to show our own worth. And what we don't realize we're doing is we're breaking our own heart. And we're creating a situation where we're driven by the wrong kind of passion. You're not being driven by the things that really truly bring you stability or health or, you know, wealth, or like that passionate desire that wells up from your gut and into your heart. You know, it's more like you kind of closed off at the neck and you're in your head thinking, well, what can I do to impress this person? This could be a boss, you know, being this is career, this could be a boss that you're dealing with. This could be a coworker. This could be a family member. It could be anybody around you. But the point is that you're working really hard. And I don't want to discredit how hard you've worked. What I want you to see, or what Source is pointing out in this, is that you have a choice. You have a choice to go from this place of refusal to change to allowing your heart to be open. And when you allow your heart to be open, then you can come into a place of reality, of peace and harmony, and understanding that you are this beautiful individual that's here to create. And when you realize that thinking that you have to rely nothing but on your material wealth, and that somehow is going to bring you some sort of validation, I just want you to understand that it's only going to bring you validation from the wrong kind of people. Even if the person or the people in your court that are giving you that negativity right now, if you develop some kind of wealth, pile one, I just want you to understand that if they don't see you now when you have wealth, suddenly all they're going to see is what you can do for them. And that is just as empty in your life as you feel or have this place now. Okay? And so that's you may have grown out of this. This may be something you may have already gone through this, and now you want to know, like, well, am I going to have a change in my coin, really? And that's what this 5 of coins here is saying. Yes, you are going to have that change. You are going to have that glow up. First, you must learn how to defend yourself in a loving, kind, compassionate way. That's not giving to everybody else and saying, oh, whatever's going on in your life is far more important than what's going on in my life. Because it's not. It's not. And that's the beautiful thing, is if you want to show these people some sense of love, because you've been on this journey and there is a lot of passion and compassion coming from here. It's just, again, you're focused on those wrong things. Right? When you're doing it for the wrong reasons, not because you want to, but because you want to prove something to somebody, even if it's not in a bad way, like, well, I told you so, even if it's just like, I love hearing you say you're proud of me, and so I'm just going to keep doing this thing because that's the one thing that you seem to say that you're proud of me for. You know, if somebody loves you unconditionally, pile one, friend, family, situation, it doesn't matter. If somebody loves you unconditionally, it means that no matter what you choose to do, they're going to stand by your side. Okay? And so you're trying to bring wealth into your life, and don't you want people standing by your side no matter what that wealth is? I feel like you do give. I feel like you want to have fun with other people, but there's a sense of really lightheartedness coming from this pile. But allow me to explain here, or ask you this question. Do you really think that if these people, all they want is what it is that you can give to them, and they'll never give back? Isn't that feel already where, like, this place of emptiness, versus having people in your court who understand you and you're each individual standing on your own? You have your own place, you do your own thing, and you're different. And yet, even though you're all different, you still somehow mirror each other. You still somehow have this deep love and kindness and compassion, and you don't feel like you have to give up yourself just to be liked. How does that feel? Right? Rather than coming from this place of darkness and negativity, and just like one day you're just like, I just want you to see my worth. So your career, a lot of your money, it's tied to you finding your own self-worth. Don't do it for the money. Do it because when you find your worth, you're going to find your passion. And when you find your passion, your coin will come chasing you, pile one. You don't have to keep chasing it anymore. And you have a lot to offer already. You're perfect as you are in this moment. And I feel like once you let go of this idea of whatever this is, whatever this situation, this could be a job, right? This could just be a personal endeavor. This could be something that you started with somebody. This could be family. It could be, I want you to see it's different situations, but it's very similar energy that's coming through, this control type of energy without understanding and giving away your own power without actually seeing that you're giving away your own power. And so how can you overcome this so you can move into this beautiful place and this perspective of understanding that you control your money, you control your life, you create your life. You are the one that stands firm in where you are. Okay? Let's get some oracle guidance. What oracle guidance can we give to pile number 1? Oh my God, I love this card. Strength. The mountain. Thank the mountain. Let's get an animal oracle. What animal will help guide pile number 1 along your journey, source? Okay, this one wants to come out right here. The soul butterfly. I can't make that up. Number 28, which breaks into 10. 10 is talking about, look, an authenticity wolf on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So 10 is talking about that. Now you're passing on the seeds, right? You've grown your own seeds, and now to grow more, to grow into a more loving, compassionate being, to spread that. How do you do that? You don't really even have to try. Once you recognize your own soul, it's you. It's you that makes the choice. It's not anybody else. It's not the world out there. This is not about you finding a way to impress those outside of yourself. It's really not even about learning how to impress yourself. At one point, I really thought that's what it was, but really what it is being truthful and honorable to your own actions and taking accountability for where you are in your life. How can you do that? How can you grow into that? Because only you know your soul. Everybody's different for purpose. Everybody's different for purpose. And look, that's over here. What did I say? Your money is tied to your self-worth, because your self-worth will help you talk to your soul, because you'll understand you have every right to be here. You have every right to bring your creative self here. You have every right to allow yourself to experience the beauty of what life is, and that's living. That's living. And then we got mountain strength. Guys, I have a beautiful view of a mountain right here. And mountains just remind us of how truly grand we are. It's like the opposite of the iceberg, right? You get to see the bottom 90% in a mountain, okay? Like, you get this opportunity to show the world, not to stay hidden, not to keep this secret, not to stay in a place of, misery. Because I truly feel like you're not in a happy place, and you're good at showing everybody. You're good at showing everybody. You got a huge smile on your face when you walk out and you're like, hey everybody, what's going on? When you feed your soul, there's something else about that. There's this integrity and honor that you carry on yourself. And there's this truth and knowingness in the things around you. And you feel as ancient as the mountains. And yet somehow you still move and you're still fluid. Right? Listening to the soul is everything. It's everything. Yes, there may be some really tough climbs. Yes, there may be times when it doesn't feel so clear. Yes, there may be times when it's cold and it's dreary and all you want to do is enjoy the sunlight. But there are also moments of that beauty and the sun is warming you, right? It's ebbing and flowing with life. There's nothing that's going to bring you true happiness 100% of the time, pile one. Not even money. Not even money. What will bring you peace, though? Peace is learning how to listen to your heart. And that's exactly what's going on, is that as soon as you learn peace, right, you'll spread your wings and fly. And I just noticed this. There's a white butterfly and a black butterfly here, speaking about learning your dualities, right? This is about really embracing the duality of who you are and allowing yourself to shine. Allowing yourself to shine. You're a beautiful soul. You have so much to offer. You don't have to hide from yourself anymore. Stop being in this place of like, I have to prove myself to others, because if I can't prove myself to others, then what am I? All you gotta do is show up for yourself and just see yourself as the divine sees you. And even if you're not into the divine or whatever, just knowing that we're not just here to pay bills and to, whatever it is. We're here to live, and part of living is, why do you think people have invented bungee jumping and skydiving and all those things, mountain climbing, like these extreme sports? And then you hear them talk, and they talk about how they feel alive. There is something in that. We're not just meant to be stagnant creatures hoping to, work a 9 to 5 and get the weekends off. It's very encapsulating, huh? It is. But you have a lot to offer, pile one, and don't be nervous about that. Don't feel like you're going to show people up. There is no showing people up. You are you, and you're the only one that's you, and you're the only one that's going to be able to bring that to the world. So allow yourself to shine, knowing that you have a right to be here in this now moment, and that once you learn that you have inherent worth and you are an amazing individual and you too are creative, the world around you is an example of all the creations that people do. It's not just one person, it's millions of people, from things as small as a flower pot all the way up to something as humongous as a cruise jet. Who knows? Whatever. Everything was created by someone somewhere. All right, pile one. So thank you guys for coming. My dog's gonna bark here. Hold on just a second. All right, pile one. That's what I have for you guys. Sorry about that. My dogs are going crazy. And I just want to wish you the best of luck. And I know that you guys are capable of doing whatever it is that sets your heart on fire. Just remember that you too are capable. So, as always, thank you for joining Becky's House of Cards. And go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Becky's out of here for now. And I'm moving on to pile numero 2. It's funny, pile 2, those of you that chose the 2 of Cups. It's funny, I didn't actually see that when I was shuffling. Was not paying attention. So we'll get into this. We'll see what's up. What energies do we got going on for career? Alright. We have the 8 of Wands in the upright. Okay. We have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. And we have the Knight or Page, the Page of Swords in the reverse. The Valet. Alright, let me tune into these energies real quick and get a drink of water. Get you crossed here. Alright, well, so I will say this, in the first and forefront is, okay, you are in a place of thinking about love. And you're in a place of thinking about having a partner. And I think you want the partner to be there to help you with your money, really. to help you grow. And yet I feel like you guys might be single right now. You guys might not have somebody because you might be dealing with a situation. This could definitely be a legal situation. Does not have to be, but it could be something that feels like court. In other words, you could be just going through a breakup that's not really breaking up very good, or whatever it is, you know, guys. This could be why I'm saying this is relationship, because this is the Two of Cups here. Okay, like this is a very in this place moment of wanting to have that equal love and take, like equal love and take, guys, give and take. Equal love, equal relationship, you know, standing on your grounds and finding your confidence in that. However, you feel like you've been blocked. You feel like you're not in a place of being able to move forward, and it feels like you're kind of stagnant. And I feel like you're also thinking that whoever it is that you have your eye on, or even if you don't, you're just thinking that your partner is probably in the same place that you are, and you're wondering, how do I open up so that I can bring in that stability, so that I can bring in that perfect partner love, where you both are growing, where you both are getting what it is that you want, where you both are getting that, you know, that home built. But something's happening, and I feel like either you're going through a situation, or this person that's been on your mind constantly is going through this situation. And I'm just going to tell you, the way is blocked is because you're waiting for this person, and you're not seeing that this person has something much more important on their mind, and for the near future as well. And so Source is telling me that you have this place of being able to grow and being able to find your own stability without somebody in your court, without the love. And this may be a trigger situation for some of you guys, because it's like so much of our society has fallen into, if I don't have love, I have nothing. And really, you can only bring as much into any one situation as you bring to yourself. So if you don't love yourself, and love yourself enough to be your own company, and love yourself enough to listen to your own thoughts, your own ideas, your own stories, you know, why is it that you're going to ask somebody else to do that? You know, you can only give as much as you are. And so I feel like Source is trying to explain that you have this, yes, it's not waiting for you, okay? What is going on is that you're not open to receiving it. And, you know, you could be yelling at the screen, yes, I am. I have been this whole time. Well, if you were open to receiving it in the honor that is being open, and the truth of being open, you would have already gotten it. And you wouldn't be here wondering, you know, am I ever going to have that stability with another person? Am I ever going to have that business with another person? Okay, which, it's fine, whatever. And this maybe isn't another person. Maybe this is just something you really love to do, but you feel blocked. Okay, there's a lot of stories coming in, but I just really feel like this is more geared towards those who are thinking that their money is tied to their relationship. And sometimes this could also be that if you were to do what you wanted to do, you would have to start a legal situation. So you might, you know, I'm hearing divorce, I'm hearing, you know, separation, restraining orders, things like that, okay? And I feel like it's you're feeling blocked because it's like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to upset the apple cart. So some of you guys, your person is going through this, but some of you guys, you're going through this, and some of you guys are thinking about putting yourself through this. And Source is telling you at the center of all this that there's this sense of ability to become stronger. There's this sense of place where you will come from if you listen to your heart. Okay, this is about you listening to your heart. I can't tell you to instigate this situation or not, but I can tell you this is about listening to your heart and allowing yourself to plant the seeds to know what it is that you really want piled to, because you do have a beautiful, beautiful destiny here. And you have to be able to embrace that destiny as well as embrace yourself. So it's not that, again, some of you guys are like, I've been waiting. It's not about waiting. It's not about waiting. It's yours already. This comes down to alignment. This comes down to alignment. And if you're entertaining something that is not healthy for you, how can you expect that to be in alignment? And I don't care what the situation is or what label you've given it to. Just ask yourself this. If I'm not in alignment, how can I ever receive what it is that's mine? Part of us is, our journey is to figure out how to come, again, I keep hearing that, become the center. Become the center of your life. How can you, not in a selfish way, but how can you become the center of your life so that you can allow yourself to receive the abundance that you've asked for? Because you've definitely asked for it. It's something that you've focused on, yet you're not seeing the steps to it, but you are making progress. You are making progress. Sometimes we can't be given every little thing because we're not ready for it. We have to learn it piece by piece. And that's okay. That's okay. So I feel like learning patience is key to you, not being so in your masculine energy of trying to go. Finding some balance, finding some here in this moment present work that you can do. What is it that really like makes you zone in and tune out the world? Because you'll find answers this way. You'll allow yourself to speak to yourself and give yourself that guidance that you need. Everything we need comes from within. Yet again, with this Two of Cups here, if you guys are thinking about a relationship or thinking about, I can't move forward until I have this person, how can you bring yourself into a place of truly relying on yourself? Okay, being okay with where you are in this now moment to allow yourself to move forward into a place of, inner stability. Because waiting on somebody is not giving you stability. That's making you anxious, nervous. It's putting you in the state of mind of wondering, am I not good enough? Okay, and this could be for a job too. Maybe this is for a job opportunity or something like that, and you're just waiting around and you're not taking any other action. You have to take action. You have to constantly move, because the more you focus and sit and wonder what ifs, right? And it's good to ask what ifs, but the more you sit and wonder about the what ifs, the harder it's going to be for you guys to manifest this in the physical, because you're coming at it from this negative mindset. Okay? You're coming at it from this place of not seeing clearly. Excuse me. You have so much to give yourself. How can you learn to speak your own truth to yourself? How can you learn to embody passion for yourself? How can you learn to let go of something that's not serving you in this now moment, knowing that if you let it go and it's yours, it will always come back to you? How can you do that? How can you allow the divine to penetrate your soul? Okay, how can you allow yourself to become open to listening to your messages and not questioning them all? How can you allow yourself to fight for you? Not for someone else, but to fight for you. Because you're worth it, Pile 2. You're worth this life. And you maybe not get these answers right now. There are things that you can contemplate and reflect on to allow yourself to open up to something besides this blocked perspective. Okay, this is you putting yourself in a place of not moving forward. It's not that the divine is telling you it has to be unclear. The divine is telling you, allow yourself to look. Allow yourself to open up. Allow yourself to see. Don't be so defensive when it comes to this connection. Sometimes we don't develop at the same pace. Like, every one of us has our own journey. And because we have our own journey, it means that we're all at different places. So you can't expect somebody that maybe just found out about this journey, starting out, you can't expect them to be at the level that you're at if you've been on it for even a year, 2 years, or 5 years, or 10 years, or 50 years, whatever. You can't expect that. And so that's why sometimes letting go of those situations that aren't serving us so that we can focus on something else that is bringing us balance, bringing us happiness, and bringing us peace. Then we can actually observe this from a higher perspective with understanding love and unconditional love. Without that, well, you have to do what I'm doing so that we can be together because that's what's foretold. To be honest, nothing is foretold because anything can change in the blink of an eye. So I feel like you do get feathers as messages. And these feathers are always, I feel like they come when you're thinking about what it is that you want to do in your life. So pay attention to that. When you see a feather, what were you thinking about? What was going on? Let's get some oracle advice for pile number 2 source. What does pile number 2 mean advice-wise to move on? Let me help out pile number 2. What advice do you want to give to them to help them move on, source? Be open to your advice, pile 2. Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. And then unfoldment on the bottom. So I love this card because it's about growing out of the mud, right? The mud is not clear. It's not clear. When you stay down in the mud, you're going to always wonder, is there anything more? This is about growing up like a lotus flower towards the light and allowing the light to find you. Your light is more important than the mud and the muck. And then we've got fog and veiled. And I feel like these cards are so... I'm going to pull these both out. I just want these both out here before I get another one. Because they both have the sun. Right? They both have the sun in them. And they're both starting out in a place of unclarity. Right? They're both starting out in this place of like, not sure. Right? And I feel like this is double fold for some of you guys where you feel so blocked and unclear. How can you allow this sun to come in the light? By finding your passion, by finding what you love. And it could be as simple as, I don't know, I hear hopscotch. Maybe some of you guys like hopscotch a lot, or you loved it when you were a kid. Like going out and drawing an old hopscotch thing on the ground and making it all creative for yourself, right? Like, this is how simple it could be. It could be as complex as designing the next new, conducive energy formula, whatever. Okay, like, I don't know. You guys know yourselves better than I do. I just want you to see that hopscotch all the way to something that's very complex, and there's such a range in the middle. There is nothing that is the same. You're allowing this to become your mindset being blocked. And Source is telling you that when you embrace yourself, you're going to unfold like the lotus flower coming out of the mud. And as soon as you come out of the mud, you're going to begin to see things. The fog, the veil is going to be lifted. Right? And then you can unfold into this beautiful being that you are, because your light shining on this earth, pile 2, is more important than any relationship. Okay? It's more important than any love interest. It's more important than any label you've given to anybody. And I know that seems selfish. I feel like you've been in this place of not wanting to move forward because you feel like you need somebody to stand with, to stand beside. And there's much more to it than that. There's much more to it than that. You're so strong, and you'll see that when you allow yourself to see what this situation is. Let's get an animal oracle for you. What animal oracle will help pile 2 along their journey, Source? What animal oracle will help pile 2 along their journey? One card, please. Thank you. Alright. Look. The number 4 card. Owl. Wisdom. This is a beautiful place. Maybe you guys see owls, live ones, or they just come to you in messages, or they you see a picture of one almost every day, or you see, the little owls on the back of a car or something. You know what I mean? Like, it just comes up so randomly, and you're like wondering if that's a sign. And I feel like this is when you need to know that that is a sign for you. That is something that you need to pay attention to. And, you know, maybe look at the owl and spend time with owl and find out what messages owl's bringing to you. And this, I feel like you have a wisdom to offer the world that you're not offering the world because you are afraid of having to stand on your own 2 feet. Like, there's a sense of, as long as I have someone to stand with me, I'm gonna be stronger. And this is telling me that you have something that's coming to you, somebody that's gonna stand beside you and support you in a way that you've never been supported before. And not romanticizing that at all. Like, I'm talking about somebody that's going to say, you know what you're doing is good. I really appreciate these things that you bring to the world. You know, I respect you. Not that person that, you know, is kind of, I don't know. They're going to bring their own way to it, not romanticizing it in what you think it should be. They're going to be supportive in the way that support really means. Like, sometimes they're going to be brutally honest with you. Sometimes they might make you mad because of that, but they're always going to bring it with love. Okay, and so I feel like you having to unfold, that's the thing. It's like you have to allow this idea of it has to be this person. You have to allow this idea to just go. It's not saying it's not. It's not saying it's not. It's just you want to know about your money, and your money is caught up right now because you're allowing it to only be this one person. You're only allowing it to be this one way. And you're not seeing your own stability. You're finding stability outside of yourself. And you're whether you know it or not, you're giving away your own power. And so you're being asked to find your own inner wisdom. Spend time within yourself. Sometimes you have to be content with the mud. Sometimes you have to be content with the fog. Okay, sometimes you just have to be content with the discomfort of thinking that it might not be this person you've labeled. You have to sit with that, okay, or the situation, or again, take it as it resonates with you. You guys can put the puzzle together, okay? Like, you have something so beautiful to offer the world, and yet you're denying it right now because you want to be right. It's not about whether or not Source knows what's best for you right now. It's like, this is your emotional ego coming through. Like, I have to be right. And if I'm not right, then what am I? You have a lot to offer, Pile, to allow yourself to offer that, right? Find your stability. Find your stability in life because, look, that's who we are, beautiful. You're the beauty. You're the handsome one, whatever it is. You know, guy or girl, it doesn't matter. You guys are wonderfully beautiful people, and you have to allow yourself to shine and stop putting your shine on someone else because that's only empowering them in an unhealthy way. It's only empowering them in a place of they really will feel like they have some sort of power over you. Okay? And they might not even realize it, and you might not even realize it, and that's why you needed to come here today to learn about your money. Right? Because there's something deeper here going on. And sometimes we have to stand on our own so that we can understand what it is to have somebody in our life that truly loves and cares and supports us in our own endeavors. Okay? Go find your passion, Pile, too. You're worth it. You're worth it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for visiting Becky's House of Cards, for allowing me your time, for all the support, whatever it is that you guys do. And I'm going to get on out of here. But until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. I'm moving on to pile number 3. All right, pile number 3. So for those of you that chose the 4 of Swords here, this is what's going on in career. And you guys got more cards than everybody else. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups in the upright. And we have the Fool in the upright. Okay. Let me tune into these energies. Give me just a second. Okay, guys. Whew. So, there's a lot going on here. You're entrapped right now about your money. And this is so I feel like this is split into two situations or two scenarios here, but we'll see how it plays out. I just really get this feeling here that you're entrapped in your money, like you're really thinking about what has happened in the past. You're kind of reckless when it comes to your money in a way. Now, before you get upset, what I'm saying is this. You have a tendency to blow your money on things that you don't need. Things that aren't really good for you. Maybe, you buy a lot of sweets, or you buy a lot of video games, or, you just spend it on things other than what you need to be spending it on. And so it puts you in a place of worrying constantly about your money. And maybe you're not in this energy any longer. This could be a past energy. But it's like you're passionate moving forward and your only concern is your money. And you're thinking, well, if only... So I'm getting this energy of if only I had more, then I wouldn't be where I am. Yet you're not seeing it from another perspective. You really think that it's because you're not making the amount of money that you want that you are in the situation that you're in, when in truth and reality, this has to do with your own perspective towards the situation. You're allowing your money to control you. Okay, and so that could be the career that you have. I'm getting a career of something you thought you would never do before, and you're in that, and you feel like you're never moving anywhere. So this could be you've worked in a job for many, many years and you've never gotten a raise, you've never gotten a promotion. It's just like you're basically just on this same for always. And it's like you're like, I want to do something else, but if only I had more money. So you're afraid to leave because you don't want to lose the stability that you do have, that's so small compared to what you want. But at the same time, you also don't want to change your perspective and seeing that you do have an opportunity or solution to change the way that you approach your own coin and your own career and your own life. You're a very creative individual. You definitely could have some water in your sign. Heavy Pisces, could be heavy Scorpio as well. You could have Taurus in your sign. Okay, and Aquarius and Libra. So these are definitely signs that are coming through for me. Does not have to be, but that's the type of energy I feel like you do embody when you're doing things that are good for you. However, I feel like Source has been trying to send you signs and you see them, but you're just kind of like, well, maybe next time. Like, I get this energy of, like, say you have to pay a bill and the bill comes and you get paid right before you have to pay the bill. And I'm not saying that you don't pay the bill, but if I get this energy of like, I'm only going to put like 50% of what I owe on the bill and ask them for an extension so that I can put that out to the next paycheck, just so that this week I can go to the movies and, get these things that I really like. You see what I'm saying? Because you're afraid of not being able to enjoy life. You're afraid of not being able to enjoy the things that you have. You're in a place of not actually able to have stability when what you've put out to everybody is some sort of stability, okay? You're very passionate about making other people see that you're strong and that you have everything put together. But the truth of the matter is you're very much in this place of not trusting what the divine has for you. It's like, this is all I'm good for, and this is all I'll ever be good for, and I'm always going to have to worry about my money, because it's like you're in that place of if only I made more. But even still, it's like I feel like you still feel if you made more, there would just be more things that you would have to take care of. And so this is Source asking, how can you change your own perspective and allow yourself to honor what you've done in the past, current, or future, okay? Because again, everybody's different in their journey. But how can you honor that and allow yourself to see it? You guys see this in the upright to you, but how can you see it from a completely different perspective instead of trying to walk on one foot and hope that you're going to balance on this little branch down here? You know what I mean? It's like you have to allow yourself to open up to to the inspirations that you're getting. Like, I feel like you think about it all week, like, I'm going to pay off this bill and this bill and this bill and this bill. And then when you get paid, you go out and maybe you go to the bar, or maybe you go spend it on weed, or maybe you go, spend it on whatever, your car, or maybe you go take your friends out, or you go eat out, or you do all these things. And then come the day you need to pay your bill, you're like, oh, well, I can't pay the whole thing because I just, I went out and had a good time last night. And so that's the kind of perspective that needs to change here. You have the ability to bring in something new. And I feel like once you change your perspective, so that's why I'm saying this could be two split piles. But it could also just be this big story. And the others is this. You guys have offered your money in the past, and I feel like that this is like a friends and family situation that you've offered it to, and you're trying to be nice. Like, this one's really short and sweet, and then I'll tell you guys the whole story here. And you've offered something to your family, and you've been stuck in your head because of your family or friends, or those people that you hold dear to you, and you've been stuck in your head because of that. And it's like, you never changed who you are. You never changed who you are. And what you did is, like, I offered what I needed to. The past made me who I am, and now I'm just going to move forward and come to that new opportunity within myself and allow myself to come into this place of balance and freedom. And I'm not going to let anybody determine what it is that I'm doing. I'm not even going to let my monies determine what it is that I'm doing or where it is that I'm going. Like, I'm going to search for myself, because I really want to come into this place of being in a place of honoring my own heart, of honoring the journey. That's why I said this could be another person entirely. But as a story altogether, maybe you guys have all experienced this situation, or you are experiencing it, or you might experience it. And once you change your perspective, okay, this is not wanting to change your perspective. This is trying to be here in a place. Somebody may come and offer you something, and it's going to force you to change your perspective. Somebody's going to offer you something beautiful, and it's going to force you to change your perspective, and it's going to bring you into this place of being able to grow. And it's interesting because my full card, he has no number on him, no 0, no 1, right? And he's very much going into this place. It's like there is no cycle, there is no even having faith. Like, you have gone through the whole journey, and you have grown into a place where you can walk forward knowing and being comfortable with what it is that you have, and not feeling like you need your money anymore in a negative way. It's not like, oh, well, I have to have money so that I can have a good time. No, you realize that it's here as a tool, and it's like you're giving that, like, you've turned your back on that way, this perspective. It's like, this is definitely a symbolic of him offering his attention to this. Okay? Whether you're a woman or a man, it doesn't matter. It's like you going back and saying, okay, I need to see how it is that I really feel about money, and why it is I feel that way about money. And when you offer that acknowledgement to this feeling, you're going to grow into this beautiful, full energy of moving forward and having this just knowledge that you're capable of doing whatever it is that you want, and knowing that you no longer have to live in this energy, knowing that you no longer have to reside in this place of, like, fear, right? Because this is a deep fear. Being controlled by your money is a deep fear. It's a fear of not being good enough. It's a fear of not having enough. It's a fear of just always thinking that somebody has it out for you too, right? This could be a conspiracy theories type things, right? So it's like, once you offer yourself a chance to just see your own true perspective, to just see it and see, is that really the way that I feel about money, or is that the way I was raised to feel about money? Is that the way I was raised to feel about my career? I feel like you're ready to do this too. I mean, your knight is in the upright here, and it's like I feel like you're ready to do this. You're ready to give this a look at. It's like you're tired of being in this situation, or maybe you've just got sick and tired of doing it and you just didn't know what the next step was. Like, I know I need to change, but what do I need to change? And I feel like you're really coming into that place of like, I honor that. And if you're not there yet, you're going to be able to see this for what it is and see that it's not anybody's fault. It's not anybody's to deal with. And I don't have to succumb to this idea that money is going to make me happy when I realize that I'm perfect the way that I am and I have enough to offer as who I am. And I'm going to grow into this beautiful energy, and I'm going to take that leap of faith, and I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to use my creative abilities to bring in the life that I want. And this is about learning to listen to your heart, your guides, your spirit, your wisdom, your intuition. You don't have to question this journey anymore, right? There's something profound waiting as long as you allow it to come. Let's get some oracle advice for you, pile 3. Thank you, source. Didn't even ask the question. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love that this card came out. Dance. Celebration. Celebration. They want me to put it over here. Celebrate that you experienced this. Right? That's hard for a lot of people. Like, they don't want to look at the bad as bad, like, or, you know, they want to somehow spin it so that A, somebody feels sorry or guilty for them, or B, so that everybody thinks that their life was peaches and creams when it's not. Celebrate this, honor this, honor this emotion, whatever this is, honor this action, honor this, honor it, just honor it. I can't stress this enough, to honor that maybe it wasn't the best thing ever, but you know what? You survived it. You became stronger because of it. You were able to move on because of it. And maybe this is for those of you that want to stay in this negative mindset. You don't have to. You have a choice to change exactly where you are in this now moment. You have a choice to move from this. You have a choice to become strong in your own place, in your own presence. But you have to make that choice. You have to make that decision. Nobody can make it for you. Nobody can say, you know what, pile 3, let me go ahead and deal with this pain so you don't have to, so then we can celebrate together. No, nobody's going to do that for you. You have to. It's scary. You might not see what's around the river bend. Just around the river bend. Pocahontas, anybody? Okay. But no, for real, you might not see what's around the river bend. Okay, it's scary when you can't see what's next. But I'm telling you, it's not a bad thing. It's not a negative thing. To have this emotion, to be controlled by your money, it's not a bad thing. Okay, it's just something that you have to acknowledge so that you can offer yourself, okay, you know what, I felt that way, I'm going to cry about it, I'm going to scream about it, I'm going to yell about it, but I'm going to change. I'm going to take that moment, that one decision, and I'm going to change. You change anything, change everything. That's the way it is. All right. Thank you, Source. Oh, my gosh. Yes. 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 Okay, I'm going to take these. Okay. You've got fear, hyena on the bottom here. Number 38. This is number 11. A master number. Okay, learn to trust this process. Learn to trust what's coming. You guys might hear my dogs barking. Learn to trust that when you let go of fear, you're going to come into the light. Right? Learn to let that go. Learn to let that develop into who you're meant to be. Like, look, this is your fear over here. This energy is your fear talking. This, honoring it, celebrating it, that's giving it life, right? That's giving it life in a good way, drowning out the negativity, coming into the light. And then equality, number 14, 5, change. You want equality in life. You want that equality in your emotions. You want that equality in your being. Right? What do they call it? An equanimous mind? Like that balance between letting your love and your heart guide you and allowing your mind to help guide that journey, not through negativity and fear, but through light and love. And sometimes you need to just dance and let that energy go. Celebrate that you're alive. If you can't celebrate that this is just part of being human, then celebrate that you're alive. Celebrate that you're here. You have breath in your lungs today. You've been given this day. Okay? It's unclear. It's unclear of what's next. But that doesn't make it a bad thing. The unknown is unclear, and I feel like this is known to you, and coming into the unknown, look at all these bright colors. You're moving into the unknown. The unknown is exciting. This might be all you know, but this doesn't have to be scary. This can be exciting, and you want that place of equality with your money. How do you come into that? That's you learning how to take control of your coin. That's it. You have this. You can do this. You've created a prison on your own. This is in your mind. Okay? This is in your mind. This is not a reality. It may feel like a reality. Hold on just a second, guys. So this is in your mind, pile 3. This is your own prison. And it could be because of others that you feel this way. I feel like that is in your past, though. Like, that's the people that are there. That's the people that were trying to bring you into their own energy. Because sometimes it's hard to let others experience their own energy, especially if somebody feels like another person is better. You have so much going on for you. You have this ability to walk out of the darkness and into the light. Allow yourself to be that. And allow yourself to be open to seeing things from a new perspective. It could be life-changing for you. Okay? So your money, it all comes down to changing your perspective. In a nutshell. So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so very much for joining Becky's House of Cards. I really, truly appreciate the support, the love, just you guys offering me your time. It's been a true pleasure. And make sure you set that notification bell, like, share, and subscribe. And you'll never miss the next video. There's all kinds of goodies on my channel. Until next time, I see you guys. Go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Becky is out of the house for now. Until next time, y'all. Mwah. Peace out. I love you guys. Bye.